Hello friends, welcome back to Steno World. In this video, I am going to dictate the matter which had already dictated in the PA examination of Patna High Court recently. So be ready for the dictation. 3, 2, 1, start. Grateful to the Minister of Home Affairs for his uncompromising effort towards freeing Indian criminal justice system from the clutches of British colonial legacy. The bill was first introduced in August, which seeks to repeal the Indian Penal Code. The main changes include provisions related to sedition, offences against women, and offences against the state. Also, the need for bringing out a new substantive law is due to the evolving nature of crimes in the society. There has been changes in technology, thereby there is a change in accepted social norms, change in nature of economic rise crimes, and also ever growing crimes against the vulnerable sections of the country. Another important reason for which this law has been brought is to strike down omission of offences through court judgments, as my previous speaker was mentioning that it removes sedition and it has added some provisions for attempts to unity and integrity. Therefore, with this new provision, the ambit of activities has been clearly defined and broadened. Additions are related to use of electronic communication and use of financial means as tools for indulging in activities which could be against the integrity and sovereignty of the country. There is a very important issue that this bill addresses. The exact definition of terrorism was not only absent in the act but also in the bill. The bill has proposed to add hefty financial penalties for terrorist activities. There is a provision of mandatory minimum fine in this bill. The bill has also incorporated a specific provision on mob lynching. I am myself a victim of mob attack. I was attacked by a group of people belonging to a political party, but no one has been punished yet. I have not got justice. But this bill now has incorporated specific provisions for mob lynching where imprisonment or death penalty has been stipulated. This separate law on mob lynching would ensure holding people accountable in lynching activities. For the first time, organized crime has been defined and endeavors to adopt global practices. While courts have dealt with several cases of women complaining against rape on the basis of breach of promise of marriage, there is no such specific provision in this act, which leads to confusion.